let's start the day with 24 ounces of water.
Well, I forgot to get us in the garage. Where are we on our way to, Jim?
On my way to my heart rehabilitation.
Cardiac rehab. And I'm going to the last day of the nutritionist dietitian class. So I'm going to be graduating today. But we have not too much planned today. We have to go to Kroger's after we go here. And then we're going to go home and I'm going to start taking my Christmas stuff down. But I think I'm going to leave my tree up for a couple more days. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm definitely going to leave the tree up in my little she cave, she shed in my back room because I like to just sit there and look at it. But Jim takes the tree down in the living room, so it'll be up to him when he decides to take it down. We watched the Michigan game last night. It was a nail biter, wasn't it, Jim?
It was.
It wasn't looking too good there. At the beginning, they looked all like gung-ho, and this was going to be a runaway game, and it didn't turn out that way. But I like a good game like that. But I don't like, what don't I like, Jim? What rule do I think should change?
You don't like the fair catch rule.
I don't like the fair catch rule. It's like, just let the ball go if you don't think you can catch it. You can't hit the guy till he catches the ball. They're getting too many rules. I mean, you can't touch the quarterback and all that. It's football. It's football. Take a chance. Try to catch the ball, and if you can't catch it, then let it go, and hopefully it doesn't go too far into the end zone. That's my thought. So I told Jim that, and then that was just before halftime. And when they came back from halftime, Michigan wasn't catching the ball, and the one guy really messed up because he was ready to catch the ball, and then in the back of his mind he says, "Oh, that's right. Sandy called at halftime and told us not to do that, not to call a fair catch. I'll try to catch the ball." Then he didn't catch the ball. He dropped the ball, and it was scary. But da 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 da. That's Jim's ringtone, but not for me. What's my ringtone, Jim?
Carol of the Bells.
All year round. All right, talk to you guys soon. Well, good afternoon, good evening. It's actually good evening because it is 7:16 p.m. But we have birthdays today. Today is Brooke Toppin, Toppin. So Brooke, and you spell your name right because that's how Danny's fiance spells her name. But happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brooke. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Denise, I was waiting for Denise to do the cha-cha-cha. She's just sitting here doing some kind of cross stitch or something. But it's also Christopher Campbell's birthday. So Christopher, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Christopher. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. There you go. Very good, Denise. And last but not least is Sabrina Wow, W-A-U-G-H. Sabrina, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sabrina. Happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha.
Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all three of you have a great birthday. I've been busy all day. I've started taking down my Christmas decorations. I have to take it in phases. I am accountability partner with Sparkling Susan. And so we're like letting each other know when we're exercising. I'm figuring for all the lifting and bending and all that I'm doing today for my Christmas decorations to taking them down. I'm counting that as my exercise because I've been doing it, I don't know, at least 3 hours. And that's only the one closet. I still got my other closet to do. But as I'm going along, I'm organizing and I'm downsizing because my kids say I have too much crap. They call it crap. They told me that when I die, they're just going to take it to the curb. I got some treasures in there. I know that they're not. I know that they're going to bring the majority of it out there, but I'm sure they're going to take at least one thing to remember me by. But they damn well better take at least one thing that they're going to remember me by. So I'm pretty much done with this closet. There's a couple things that are too heavy that Gary's going to carry, Mr. Gary, to you, is going to carry and put in the closet for me. I'm going to leave my tree up probably until Friday. And then our other tree, I don't know when we're going to take that down. I'll share tomorrow on tomorrow's video. They completely took down all my pool. Everything is gone. Gone kaput. And it was sad to see how quickly it came down because it sure went up a lot longer than that. And the deck took almost a couple of weeks to get built because Jimmy did it after work and stuff like that. So it took a little longer to get the deck up. But he had that deck down, I would say, 15 minutes. It was down. And so now it's just a big mud pit. But he's going to come back in the spring and he's going to put the sod down. And then we went for Jim's cardio thing today, and the girl that was at the reception desk, she was like completely swamped. And so she says, well, I can walk you there if you just give me a minute, because there's 2 different rooms that the meetings are at. And I said, no, I remember where she said it was going to be this week, and I know where it's at. I can just go. And so she says, oh, you don't mind? And I go, nah, I don't care. So I walked by the one little room where that sometimes it is, and there was no one in there. So then I went to the big room where she usually is, and I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. And I'm thinking, I wonder if she snuck by me and she's in the little room. Yeah, she was in the little room. So then when I went in there, they were probably 15 minutes in. But she was so nice, because when they all left, because they all graduated before me, she repeated the beginning again for me. So I found it very interesting, and so I'll share that with you probably beginning of next week. I'll go over that. I want to get my house back in order first, because it's a mess. It's a hot mess. And it really bothers me, because Jim and I had a little bit of an argument on the 23rd when we had our eve of Christmas Eve, because I was exhausted, but I refused to go to bed until everything was put away. And that's just how I've always done it my whole life. And even with the Christmas decorations, I pretty much always get it done in a day or two. But I got stuff everywhere. And so it is making me a little nervous, a little anxious, if you know what I mean. But I'll get that done tomorrow. Jim's got to go for a lung scan tomorrow, because he was a smoker for so many years. So he goes every year to get his lung scan. He likes to go to an early morning appointment, so I don't know if I'm going to be going with him, because he has to be there at 8:30. That's the middle of the night. It's like, no. But I'll be the good wife, and I'll go if he wants me to go with him, which I'm thinking he's going to want me to go with him, because he's going to have to take the clown car. Because one of the things they did for the pool is we had rocks all around the pool, and then underneath the deck and underneath the filter. And so Jimmy wanted them because part of his driveway is still kind of muddy, and so he wanted to put the rocks down just for somebody to park on it. So they loaded them all up. They were very nice. They loaded them all up into the back of Jim's truck for him. And then David is going to come over tomorrow and go with them and unload the truck. And I told David to make sure that Jim doesn't do it, because he's very annoyed that I because they told him for a year he's supposed to limit like 20. He's not supposed to lift more than 25 pounds. And they told him for a year, which I think is a bit long. Any nurses out there, does that seem long? Because it seems long to me. It seems even longer to Jim. So it's nice that Gary's here, because Mr. Gary's going to carry all the heavy containers. Because normally what I would have done, which is the way I did it when I put the stuff out, is I just walked back and forth from this room and took so many things. So I got a lot of steps in. But this is nicer, because I only brought the one container and then I could fill it. And it's pretty heavy. So, but this closet's all cleaned now. I have some birds that look like this. I have a bunch of birds that look like this. I have at least 4 birds that look like this. And I don't know where they were. I could have bet dollars to donuts they were in this closet. And I tore that closet completely apart. And they're not in there. So I don't know where they're hiding. They flew the coop. They just flew the coop. So, and I want to thank everybody for your suggestions for the sign off. So far I'm going with Nancy Who's 52. I liked hers. So I'm going to end it with what she suggested. And maybe I'll just use everybody's suggestion on a different day. I don't know. You'll have to tune in to see. But as of now, I'll talk to you tomorrow and we will chat more.
Okay, my 7-point breakfast: 3 points for half a cup of dry oatmeal, 1 point for a quarter cup of 2% milk, 3 points for 8 ounces of regular orange juice, and I filled the rest of the way up with diet cranberry juice, and a banana for 0. So it is a 7-point breakfast. Thank you. I'm going to throw my mail down in my video.
What?
I'm doing my video.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not a problem. This is my breakfast totals. And Denise is back.
Yes, I am.
There she is. She's back like a bad disease, like a bad rash.
Like a bad penny, whatever you want to call
Whatever
it.
you
Yeah.
want to call it.
I'm back.
She's back. Okay, this is my 9-point lunch: 5 points for a protein bar, and 4 points for a cheese stick, 0 for my egg, my apple, and my cup of tea. And here's my tracker for my lunch. Let's get back to taking down the Christmas crap. Okay, it's a 16-point dinner: 5 points for the bun, 5 points for the sausage. That's 10. And how did they come up to 16 points? I must have added something twice. 5 for the bun. Oh, I think it's 7. Sorry, 5 and 7 is 12, and 3 for the corn is 15. And my iced tea is 0. And my tomatoes are 0. And my corn is 0. And here are my dinner totals. So I ended up the day with 32 points. So I am 5 points over. I was way under on my protein. And I'm way under on my fiber. I'm okay with my calories. And I'm okay with my sodium. So just got to work on my fiber and my protein tomorrow.